Hey, folks, it's Dave here. And just before I head off for work, I have an unscheduled unboxing. Well, a scheduled boxing, but it's also unscheduled at the same time. It was supposed to be here on Saturday, which I couldn't figure out why it was going to take so long to get to me after it was shipped. But it did arrive today, so we're going to take a look at it here before I go off to work. Which what really stinks is that I want to play this so bad, and I got to go to work, and then I'm working first thing in the morning, so I won't get to this till tomorrow afternoon at the earliest. Oh, it's going to be killing me. But anyway, so what do we have here? Let's take a look. So this come in from the Game Crafter. Okay, and this is the same place that ST Patrick has his matchup football, which is like top notch quality. It's fantastic. So let's see what we have here from the Game Crafter. Alrighty. So it better be what I think it is, or I'm going to be pretty embarrassed advertising something that it's not. No, I think we're good. Alrighty, so this is what we got here. Alrighty, this is what we got. And that's all. So that is that. I thought about at some point I'm going to do an unboxing video, right? But I'm going to open the bottom of the box. I'm going to slide like a sandwich in or something and say, "Oh, look, they sent me a free sandwich along with my game." I'm so going to do that someday, and it's going to catch somebody off guard. Anyway, this is Fast Drive Football, Fast Action Card Edition. I got the whole caboodle. I got the box and the cards and the instructions and everything here, and so it's all sealed up here. Got the logo here and all this stuff here. So let's open it up and let's take a look. All right. Okay, so here's all that. Alrighty, so we have that all squared away. And let's see what's in the box. Let me back that up just a bit. There we go. So we can get an overview of what's in the box. It's coming, it's coming. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We were coming. There we go. All right. Okay, so let's get this. This is more packing. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna get here. So it looks like we have some cards, right? We have some cards, and then we have some chats, and we have some bags. So we'll take a look to see what we have here. Okay. So first thing you do, you get the cool box, right? And the idea behind the box with all this room is you can put your seasons in, your teams in if you want. So that was the idea behind that. So we'll slide that off. And I remember Al saying that you did have bags here to put the cards in. So we have 3 individual bags here to go along with. Well, actually, I suppose that would quadruple as a 4th bag, right? All right, I am going to get some glare here. Not much I can do about that. Just kind of the nature of bags. All right, so let me get the bags out of the way. Okay, so we have cards and we have chats and we have this right here. Al comes by, the founder of the feast. Al, I've been waiting for these. I've been watching your videos over and over and over. And then Marco tells me, "Oh, I can play a game in 8 minutes." I'm like, "Oh, how'd you get the game before me?" Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I'm playing some stuff here. Okay, so we have some charts. Yes, we have unusual results. It's not unusual. So we get table A and table B. We get some rare plays. Oh, so you get the poor field position and the average or great field position. Then you get your rare plays here. Oh, nice. Okay, so you got the 4th down, go for it. Let me tighten that up a little bit here. There we go. So we got the 4th down, go for it here, and the end of game desperation play. Okay, these are great too. So those are. So I like how these are like. I think they'd be too small on the cards here. So putting them on like this is like perfect size, I think. And again, everything fits right inside this box here. Everything's going to fit in there, and including your your teams and your seasons that you get and all that. So here's the book here. I always like when I was a kid and you get video games, and remember you got the books when you get the video games. Matter if they were Atari or whatever it was. I always loved getting the books, and they got rid of that. the newer games don't have instruction manuals. I always liked having a printed instruction manual. I do, and I still do. So it talks about what you're going to get. So you're going to get 72 cards. The other thing, which I think is really great, is so you got these green cards here. That's going to be your drive results deck, right? And I believe that you use 60 of these in a half, but there are 72 cards, which means you're not using the same 60 over and over. That you got 72 cards, and I think Grant's doing that with his hockey game, or he does that. Whereas you have a few extra cards, so it's not always the same 60 you're rotating in. You know what I mean? You got 12 extra cards are going to float in and float out during your game. So I think the more cards, the better. And who knows? I think Grant actually come up with an expansion too. So maybe that's something Al will come out with later, an expansion to this. I don't know, but or if you even need to. But I like the fact that you don't use every card. It's kind of nice to have that rotation of cards in there. So we got the 2 timing deck cards, which I imagine will be in here somewhere. I haven't found them yet. Oh, it looks like they're in here. Okay, so it looks like they're in here, and I'll dig those out in 1 second. The brown kickoffs and the other thing too is the color coordination here is great. Your kicks going with the brown with the football kind of, you can see that right there. It's got that football, it looks like a football. So that's your kicking, and then your drive results are on the grass. Again, everything is done just really, really nice. You got your unusual results, 2 of those that I have over here. Individual cards for fumbles and interceptions. So I imagine that's going to be over here as well. And field position card. I haven't seen the field position card yet. So I imagine that's going to be over here. And then you got the game setup, talking about the game, and some drive results, and just more. Now this is what I got to work on, is the efficient and the inefficient. But I think it's really simplified with the cards. Then you got your desperation play, the cross arrow play, normalizing field goals. Oh, you even got your squib kick here. That's pretty neat. Field goal as time expires. So there's all these little things in here that I need to catch up on. And it's all right here. So perfect. So there's the rules here. So let's take a look at some of the cards here, okay? And let me come in nice and tight here. Okay, and Dolomite 73 comes by. He got his game in yesterday. Yeah, everyone's getting their games in, right? I can't wait to play. All right, so kickoff and punts. We even got a couple of cards in here. I didn't realize you got teams of the game. That's nice. You got your boutique results. This was cool, too. This is one of those things, like if a team is really kind of weird or really bad or really good, it tells you like there are some changes in here, and I believe that in the bottom corner they were yellow, so that it like flags the card. So in case you forget, it does flag it. I like that. Oh, there's my thing right there. There's my average, great, and poor. So I like that. Okay, so that is in here as well with the boutique on the back. Okay. Then we have Philadelphia here. So I like that there. I'm wondering, Al, if you're still in the chat, when the stuff on your website that you buy, are the cards this size, or are they the old size cards? I'm wondering if I were to buy a season here, would I get them this size, or would I get them the old size, which are kind of bigger, I think. So we have the desperation play in the 4th down. So again, that's a nice thing to have right there. So let me slide my teams out of the way so you can see what's going on here, and maybe I'll come out just a smidge. The 2-point conversion here, and this is efficient quality. Oh, this is good. I like how all these cards do double duty. You got your 4th down, you get your desperation play, you get your onside kicks, your 2-point conversion, and they're all here. So this is like really condensed. I mean, if you had a card for everything, there'd be cards everywhere. So I like the efficiency. This must have the efficient quality, this game. I really like that. So you got your extra cards here. So we'll put that right here. A couple of teams so I can get off and running. You got the 5 minutes remaining in the half. You got the end of the 3rd quarter, and that should be the end of the 1st quarter. Okay, so I like that. So basically, you kind of spill right over into the quarters. At the end of the 1st, you go right into the 2nd, I would imagine. You don't stop, do you? I don't think you stop, right? Because the drive would carry into the 2nd, and this drive would carry into the 4th with no stoppage. I think that would just be That's just for the scoring, right? So if you were playing a game, you want to keep the score by quarters. If you had a drive that come onto this, and then you peeled that off and went into the rest of the cards, so that would mean the scoring would take place in the next quarter. I think that's how that goes. So that is that. So this here, the 5 minutes remaining, that's going to affect if you're efficient. And again, the efficient here. Oh, I think they're double efficient, right? The underline means double, I think. Okay, these are just some more drive result cards over here. So that's that. So these are all your drive results. Okay, just for scoring a narrative. Okay. But I like that. I like having that narrative there. And Al says, on my store, the PDFs are the old size, but I do sell Super Bowl sets that are this size. Okay. I'm not sure which one I like better. I mean, these are nice and tight and they're nice and, nice and crisp, but I do like the older ones. They're a little bit better, a little bit more information on the older ones. So, all right, so these are more game cards here. And see, this is what I was talking about here. You see how it's got the yellow already, and the rest are kind of brown. There's a couple of yellow. So these are your boutique cards, is what they're called. And if I can find my boutique thing here, it's on the back of this, right? Yeah, okay. So that refers to some of the roles in the book. So number 46 here would be the 2-4-5 result. So, and I imagine that would be on the specific team card is when you would look for this result here. I'm pretty sure is how that worked. And so, but I like how they're lit up, right? So if you flip a card and it's lit up, that's when you mean, oh, let's check the boutique right here. We're going to make sure that's not a specialty situation. So here is this right here. And these are just like playing cards. They're smooth. You can see a little bit of reflection here, so there's a little bit of semi-gloss. You can read everything. I mean, it helps I have new glasses today, but I can read everything here without any issue. And it just seems to just flow really well. From when I saw him playing and a couple other people, this just flows well. And they're just, I mean, look at that. These are just like perfect. These cards are perfect. They really are. And they probably shuffle them in a card shuffler. And so there is that. And yeah, everything's like just like nice. It's just everything's really nice. So then you get your kickoff and the punts, right, like that. And so you would kick off, and you see how fast this is, though, right? Receiving team takes over average field position. That's it. There's no other nothing. It just totally trims the game time down, and you don't really miss anything. It's just a lot less chocolates up. There are some games that do this too. That shootout hockey's one that you can roll dice in that game, but once you play it with the fast action cards, it's like you never go back to the dice because it's so fast and efficient with the fast action cards. And I think that's how this is going to be. So this is what I got. So we have we'll come up here. So we have our drive result cards, and there's 72 of them. And then we have our kickoff and punts, and we have 36 of those. And then we have, obviously, we have our instructions here, and we have our unusual tables here. We got back-to-back on that, including the fourth down and the desperation play, which is kind of nice. We have this right here. This is actually really kind of neat. So if you got Kansas City and they're playing Philadelphia, and Kansas City's got the ball, average field position. If Philadelphia gets the ball, great, you do with that. And it's a nice reminder of like where you are on the field. And then on the back here, you got your boutique, as we talked about. And that's what you got here. And this is how you play the game. And I don't know if I could squeeze out a game before I got to leave for the rink. I have to leave for the rink in like 15 minutes. I don't know. I could probably get a game in if I wanted to, but yeah. So, you lay these out, and then you count out so many, and then you put, the end of the first quarter here, and then, you stack them up here. So it's almost like if you've played bank shot basketball, it's kind of the same thing. You count your cards to how many minutes there are. And, then you got to put in your 5 minutes remaining in the half, because that's when things come into crunch time. And, yeah, no, this is great. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything less than what I'm seeing right here, quite honestly, because St. Patrick uses the Game Crafter for his football game, and the top-notch quality. They really are. And that's why I got the whole thing. And like I say, it comes with the box, and it's really neat here. I got the whole box. So I got the whole thing. I wanted to have the whole thing here. And I still have some teams from the other one, and I'll probably order some teams. from Al off his website there. But yeah, looking forward to this. It's just this game just goes so well. And if you haven't seen how it plays, again, you start off with a kickoff. So you're like, okay, average field position. So Kansas City is in average field position, okay? And then you start flipping the cards. In the first drive, it's only a 2-minute drive. So then you burn 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. And that's kind of how the clock moves, is you just start burning cards and you're not figuring anything out. You're not coloring in circles. And it's okay. Are they a reliable offense or meek defense? So they're not reliable, they're not meek. So you come down here, they're a shaky offense. No. Aggressive defense. No. So I think, and then you come all the way down here just to punt. So I think that's how it goes. It's that quick. You just go right down the line until you find something, and it's all just drop down menu here. And so they would punt. So that would be that. Then you would punt, and you go down here to the punts. Receiving teams over, average field position. So Philadelphia would get an average field position. Then you come back over here and take a look at their drive. Oh, it's a long drive. 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 comes off the clock as a 3.5-minute drive. Do they have great field position? No. Erratic offense? No. Disciplined defense? No. So it looks like they get a field goal attempt. And then, and this is one of the things. So if you saw that we talked this last night, right? If you saw this last night, one of the things that what I said about make or break a game, I like to have to roll for my kicks and my extra points. It's not a deal breaker, but that can make or break a game for me. So I have a field goal attempt for Philadelphia. So I got 11 of 54, and I have to roll my dice for this. It's not an automatic miss or hit. And so 36 is good. So I'd hit my field goal. How about that? So it's 3-0 Philadelphia. And I believe that's how the game plays. Again, I need to review my rule book, but I watched a lot of Al's videos there, and I'm pretty sure that I kind of have it like that. I just got to get used to the timing and desperation plays and all these things here. You get your 2-point conversion here if you want. So, yeah, so that is a quick unboxing here of the Fast Drive football game. This is the fast action card version from the Game Crafter, Fast Drive Football FAC edition from Game Crafter. And it comes with this great box here. And again, you do get these little bags here. So if I wanted to, I could take separate it into, so I could put this into here. So now I got my kicking into this bag, right? And then I could put my drive results into another bag, and then my extra cards into another bag if I wanted to, and then just put those away into the box, and we're all snuggled up. So I'm actually going to leave this out because when I come home from the rink tonight, I think I'm going to try to play a couple of games. But so that's an unboxing of the Fast Action Card Edition. It's at thegamecrafter.com, and I believe it's so you can head over to fastdrivefootball.com. But if you go to thegamecrafter.com and search Fast Drive Football, you can see this right here. I believe it's $49.95 for what I got here. And they also sell just the cards. Okay, I think you can buy just the cards, and I think it's like $29.95 or something like that. I recommend getting the whole thing. I mean, get your cards. You have this. You have all your other cards here. You got your everything's here. I mean, this is just top-notch quality, and it's going to be a fun game. And I think what I decided I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 1979. I'm going to start with 1979. I'm going to play the whole season. If I can do a game in 5 to 10 minutes and enjoy it instead of just kind of getting final scores, it's going to feel more like a football game, and I can play the whole season in a reasonable amount of time. And so I'm really kind of looking forward. So $29.95 just for the fast action cards, and but if you want the box and all the other things here, it's $49. Yeah, so like Al said, so the full package is $49.95 for everything that you see here, and then $29.95 just for the fast action cards. So I'm looking forward to getting this on the table. I don't think I'll get it on. I won't be streaming that tonight because I have to. When I come home tonight, I have to get ready and be back at the rink at 5:30 in the morning. So Thursday, Fridays are kind of Thursday's the worst time to get a game in because I want to play it, but I'm going back to the rink so quickly in the morning that I won't get a chance to stream it. But I will get this on the table. I want to say Friday because I got a 12-hour day on Saturday, so I'm kind of hoping I'll get this on the table and stream. I'm going to practice one game though. I need to practice a game. And we got the Patriots hat on, so that's a good thing. Where's Steve Taro when you get the old Patriots hat on, right? But anyway, so I want to thank everybody for coming by. And again, congrats to Al on this, going to the Game Crafter and doing this. This is fantastic. And I know he said he's got some Super Bowl sets with these cards right here. And you can still purchase the old style there that's all laid out. And I think I have the 79 C's. I think if not, I'll have to pick it up. But anyway, that is a quick look at that. Really, really excited. I've been waiting for this one. And when I got the notification, it says, "Oh, it shipped last Saturday." It's like it'll be there Saturday. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta wait a whole week." I got to work 12 or 13 hours on Saturday. I won't even get to see it. So luckily, it arrived today, and I got to open it up, and I'll start sneaking in some games. But this looks like fun. Just the fast action cards really kind of just speed this game up and make it super fun. You still can play the dice version if you want. That's still available. I believe the dice version is still available. But this is, I think everyone's going to go this way. Just sometimes fast action cards just make a game. And shootout hockey, it turns that game into so fast, so efficient, so fun, and you don't feel like you're missing anything. So anyway, all righty, I'm off to the rink. Hope you enjoyed this one here, and we shall talk to you all later. Bye-bye.